The Executor virus was only introduced in the 20-minute video known as Biohazard 4D Executor, a video that was shown in Japan back in the year 2000. Here we see that a squad of Umbrella mercenaries have been sent to Raccoon City to secure an important Umbrella scientist known as Dr. Cameron. They use a handheld device to track her location, and when they finally reach her location, they are greeted with a horrifyingly disfigured looking creature, to which they discover that the creature turned out to be Dr. Cameron herself. Dr. Cameron had invented her own virus. It was never given an official name, but since the name of this video was called Biohazard 4D Executor, Biohazard being Resident Evil and 4D being there simply to remind everyone that the film would be shown in 3D with extra effects such as the seats moving to give the audience a simulate experience. Knowing this, then I'd like to think that Executor was the name of the virus. Let's take a look at the story behind Biohazard 4D Executor. The mercenaries that were sent to secure Dr. Cameron were led by Klaus. His crew consisted of Robert, Ed, Norman, and Roger. Roger was a monitor for Umbrella and wasn't a part of Klaus's squad. He was only told to go along with Klaus and his squad to make sure that if they don't find Dr. Cameron, then he should retrieve her research, as it was extremely important. When the Umbrella mercenaries arrive at Raccoon City, they investigate a warehouse where Dr. Cameron's location is shown to be at. After splitting up, Robert is attacked and killed by the horrifying creature that has never been seen before. Bullets don't seem to do enough damage to the creature, so Ed uses an M203 round to blow up the creature, which succeeds in destroying it to pieces. The signal from Dr. Cameron suddenly moves away from the warehouse, so the remaining squad members leave the warehouse and begin tracking down the moving target. But before they leave the warehouse, we see that a cockroach approaches a piece of what remains from the creature, and its DNA spreads onto the cockroach, which it then listens to the conversation that the mercenaries were having. The infected cockroach then notices a rat nearby, so it infects it, creating a cockroach rat. While it infected the rat, Ed began shooting some crows outside the warehouse that might have been infected with the T-virus. The deformed rat follows the mercenary team until they take off with their vehicle to follow the signal from their tracker, and the infected rat spots an injured crow that's still barely alive, so it infects it and morphs with the crow, giving it the ability to fly and follow the mercenary squad. Once they arrive at the location where the signal stopped moving, the crow catches up to them and observes the team from a distance. The signal leads towards a manhole, so Klaus orders Ed to stay on guard while the rest of them descend into the sewers. They stop where the signal is fixed, but it's on the other side of a wall, so Norman breaches the wall with explosive charges. They are attacked by a hostile dog, and Klaus easily disposes of it. They realize that they found Dr. Cameron's research and equipment, so Roger begins downloading all her research data, and by now he reveals to Klaus that the monster in the warehouse was Dr. Cameron herself. But that doesn't matter, as Umbrella sent him to secure her research if she isn't found alive. This angers Klaus, as he doesn't believe what Roger's telling him, and he feels that Umbrella is using his team just to recover another virus instead of being a search and rescue mission as they were led to believe. And Klaus shoves Roger to the floor, where he lands on the corpse of the dog that just attacked them earlier. He then contacts Ed and tells him that they're coming back up, but the infected crow that was observing them began attacking Ed while he was left alone. Ed tries to shoot the crow down, but is constantly missing every shot fired, and due to the noise from every gunshot, zombies begin approaching at their direction. The crow tears through Ed while he empties his assault rifle into the air, drawing even more zombies to their location, and as soon as Norman climbs up the ladder to help his comrade, Norman is quickly attacked and torn in half. The bottom half of his body falls back into the sewer. A new creature climbs down the ladder, and its face reveals to be Ed, already mutated after being attacked and infected by the crow that followed them. It begins chasing down Klaus through the sewers, and luckily he reaches an open hole that only he can fit through. The creature is held back, and it tries to break through the wall in order to kill Klaus. Klaus climbs up another manhole entrance and is completely surrounded by zombies. He kills two of the zombies closest to him, but then the creature breaks through the ground and disposes of most of the zombies nearby. Klaus reaches for his handgun, but the creature knocks it away from his reach, and then continues to chase him down again. Klaus tries to run away, but the creature uses its tentacles to stab through his right leg, preventing him from running away any further. But luckily, before it could finish the job, Roger hits the creature with their vehicle, giving Klaus a chance to get in the back of the Humvee to where he uses the M2 machine gun and fires countless rounds at the creature as they flee the area. As they leave Raccoon City, they did not manage to kill the creature, but it looks as if they are finally safe. Klaus wakes up in the front seat a short while later, and he thanks Roger for saving his life. Roger doesn't respond, so Klaus asks him about the virus, and Roger explains to him how the virus moves among life forms, thus making it almost impossible to kill. And as he explains this, a cockroach is seen crawling into Roger's ear, and as soon as Klaus sees this, a tentacle bursts through his chest, revealing that Roger has also become a part of the creature. And as he turns to look at Klaus, a second face appears on Roger's face, which turns out to be Dr. Cameron herself. She then explains to Klaus that she was watching them in the warehouse in the body of the dog that he killed in the sewers. She realized that Umbrella was after her research, and their squad of mercenaries simply turned out to be the perfect guinea pigs for her to test out the virus that she created. Roger became infected just by landing on the corpse of the dog. A small trace of blood must have gotten in his mouth, eyes, or nose, but this was enough to take full control of Roger. But what's even worse is that the Executor virus can keep her identity hidden, as she demonstrated to spread and move around from a single cockroach to a rat, a crow, and ultimately people. Its strong suit is that it can pose as a regular person in order to hide in plain sight as it makes its way to infect others. The virus is very similar to the alien from the Thing franchise. It can devour the body of its prey and make itself look identical to it, just to get closer to another victim and continue devouring more victims. What's scary is that Dr. Cameron got away, and that's how the story ended. Umbrella never got to retrieve her research. The mercenaries were eliminated by her one by one, and because of the capabilities of the virus, she got away, never to be seen again. That's it for the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if so, be sure to leave a like, share with others, and subscribe if you haven't. I want to give a big thanks to all my Patreon supporters. I am very grateful for your support, and this video is for you guys. And for those of you who haven't, be sure to check out my Patreon, and if you'd like to support the channel, you'll get additional content and more just by donating at least $1. It'll help me get a new computer to continue making more videos like this one and faster content as well. You also have a chance to win prizes, so you might want to check that out. The link to my Patreon is on the description, as well as my Facebook, Twitter, and Tumblr, where I post all sorts of random stuff for you guys. But anyways, I'll see you all in the next video, and remember to have an awesome day.